What separates you from a disbeliever? What separates you from the people of the hellfire? What separates you from those who will enter the hellfire? What separates you from those who Allah won't even want to see on the day of judgment is the salah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, don't embarrass yourself. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, don't give me any of that. I said it in my heart, brother SQ. We don't need you to say it on your heart. We need you to declare it from your tongue. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. That is the declaration that you need to make from your tongue. It's not something that in your heart. Those days are done. Those days are done. It is time for you to own your deen. It's time for you to represent your deen. It's time for you to be a part of something that's greater than beyond yourself. Something greater than yourselves. What separates you from the kuffar is the deen. What separates you is the salah. And I know amongst you, amongst us, there's people who struggle. I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to ask you and raise hands, hey, who's struggling with the salah? Who's only reading 3 salahs a day? Who's only reading 2 salahs a day? Who's probably not even reading 1? Wallahi, only Allah knows. Allah knows the state of your hearts right now. I don't. Allah knows the state of your hearts. And my brothers, I tell you this out of love. I tell you because one day Allah is going to stand me up. He's going to say, hey, did you remind them of the salah? And I'm going to say, Allah, I did. It's up to you to take heed if you want to or not. So my brothers, I'm telling you this out of love. What is the difference between you and Iblis? He didn't make a sajda, and you're not making a sajda. What is the difference between you two? He is known as ash-shaytan, lanatullah, the lanat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah's curses upon him. What was the difference between you and Iblis? If he didn't pray and bow his head, and you're not bowing your head, literally tell me the difference. I would love to know. There isn't one. When you are not praying, you are in the ranks of shayateen. But when you are praying, you are in the ranks of the angels. My brothers, it is not a joke. This salah of yours is your identity. This salah of yours is what's going to save you from the hellfire, inshallah. But if your salah is not on point, then my brothers, you have a very rude awakening coming up. In your graves, you're going to be asked 3 questions. The first question is, what is your religion? What is your religion? What is your deen?
What is your religion?
Before you could answer that question, imagine these angels in front of you in a tight spot. How many of us are claustrophobic? How many of us don't even feel right being in an elevator by ourselves, let alone a grave? And 2, beast-like, monstrous angels coming to you. Their voices are like thunder. We seen thunder and lightning yesterday. Wallahi, it was like, whoa, shocking. Their eyes fire. And they're asking you the question, what is your deen? On that day, if you did not live it, you won't be able to say al-Islam. You're going to say on that day, I don't know. Why don't you know? Because you never practiced it. You tried to be like those who are the disbelievers. You tried to be like the kuffar. You wanted to look like them, act like them, speak like them. You wanted to be like them. My brothers, I'm here to let you know that if they knew what we had, they would fight you for it. They would want it. But you're trying to give it up to them because this is how colonization works. You are colonized by them to make them, they make you feel like you are inferior. Look what's happening in France. They're telling the women to take the hijab off. You cannot participate if you have a hijab on. Why? Yet they're allowing rapists. They're allowing murderers. They're allowing those who are committing genocide perform in the Olympics. It's shocking. But it's showing you the state of the world and the state of the ummah that we're in. This deen is yours. Do something with it. The second question you get asked is what? Who's your messenger? Who's your prophet? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And wallahi, on that day, if you did not live according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, I don't know what to tell you. If you did not live according to the sunnah, if you weren't anxious enough to send salawat upon him, I don't know what to tell you. If the only connection to the sunnah was your name, because your name is Muhammad, and that's the only connection you have, on that day, it won't be good enough. On that day, when the angels ask you, you will say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who my messenger was. I don't know. I'm shocked right now. Why? Because you did not live this deen. You did not live according to the sunnah. You tried to be someone you was not. You try to be like those who are the disbelievers. There's a reason that they are there and we are here. If you're having friends who are not Muslim, alhamdulillah, your goal should be to bring them to Islam. Why aren't your non-Muslim friends here with us at the barbecue? Why didn't you call them? Don't you want good for them? Don't you want khair for them? Those are your friends. If they're your friends, bring them. Say, hey, listen, don't worry about the fee. Don't worry about no $10. Just come, you're my guest. But what is it? You want to be like them at school. You want to be friends with them at school. But when you come out, you live a double life and you have Muslim friends and you have your non-Muslim friends. What are you doing? You're playing a double game right now. You want to be someone else in front of us. You want to be someone else behind our doors. Be who you are. And that is a Muslim. If you do not live according to this deen, if you do not live according to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sunnah, on that day you get caught lacking. And the third question was,
Who is your Lord?
who is your Lord? Yes? Who is your Lord? Yet you were not even connecting to the book of Allah. Ask yourself, wallahi, do not say it out loud because you would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed too. When was the actual time you sat down and connected with the Quran, with the Mus'haf? You actually picked it up on your own. Not because your mommy told you, not because you had to read it in halaqah on Friday yesterday, but because you wanted to. You said to yourself that, you know what, Allah, I know I can't read that well. I know I stutter. I know I stammer. But I'm going to read one ayah. I just want to hold your book, Allah. I just want to hold your book and feel what it feels like. I want the barakah from your book to be received by me. When was the last time you did that? Be honest with yourselves. Because if you get caught lacking and not reading this book from Allah, you will be stuck on that day. I am coming to you as an advisor. Don't be challenged and afraid by my tone. Don't be confused by my tone. The tone is nothing. I am warning you the same way I would warn my own family. It's a serious issue. When you are in your grave, wallahi, none of us are with you at all. You got to handle this business on your own. So my brothers, I'm advising you, as I would advise my own little brothers. I consider you guys my family, my little brothers. Wallahi, I've seen some of you grow up. I've been a part of programs by Allah's mercy and grace that I'm seeing you guys turn into nice, strong, young men. But if your deen isn't on point, if you're not striving to improve your deen, your character, your salah, your Quran, you're not striving. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. I'm saying you're not trying. If you're not trying to do those things, you're going to lose. Because you have chosen the life of standing on the corner of Kruger and Leidig, smoking a vape, talking to your friends, coming outside of the school, of high school, standing on those scooters, chilling on the block. You've preferred that life over the life of Islam. And on that day, of the day of judgment, in your own grave, you're going to see the effects of these things. Wallahi, if your brothers are calling you towards the masjid, or they're calling you towards salah, or they're encouraging you to read Quran, this is a ni'mah. This is the type of friend you need in your life. You need to hold them tight. But if your friends are pushing you away, they're calling you away, they're not encouraging you for salah, they're not telling you about the Quran, they're not encouraging you, they're not having fun with you, they're not calling you to this, you need to change your friends. It's simple. I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you guys. You guys are men. You guys need to understand that the types of people you surround yourself with are the types of people you become. So if you want to become the right type of men, check your circle of friends. And make a commitment with them today. Like, wallahi guys, like, we need to really change our lives around. Because the same way you have a gym buddy, you have a fitness buddy, you have a partner in that regard, you can have a buddy for the masjid. You can have someone who is calling you to wake you up for Fajr. You can have someone who pushes you. Because wallahi, you need someone to push you. And you need friends in that way. So my brothers, if you take away anything from this, is one thing. It's your salah. It is your salah. Focus on the salah. If you fix the salah, everything else will fix.